Why the pharmaceutical strategy of Ghana has become such an important thing now?
Because first of all, Ghana is a growing population. It's becoming increasingly urbanized, and the disease burden is shifting. And one of the ways in which and also the market available for pharmaceuticals is now not only limited to Ghana, but also to West Africa and to the African continent, which is about 1.4 billion people. So Ghana needs to position itself as a hub for manufacturing, needs to upgrade its regulatory environment, and also train the skills that will make it possible for it to take advantage of this potential huge market of 400 million people in ECOWAS and then 1.4 billion people in the African Continental Free Trade Area. So it's a matter of urgency, really. Of course, Ghana has historically been an exporter to the sub-region, but it also needs to upgrade its systems and attract new capital and basically create the basis for a strong hub evolution to support this growing market that I mentioned. Yeah.
You have a mandate for 24-hour economy.
Yes.
Now, what is the broader vision behind creating an authority of 24-hour economy? Can you just elaborate?
Ghana historically, like most ex-colonies, was basically an economy structured to produce raw materials for the colonial masters. So if, for instance, you take 1920, Ghana was exporting cocoa, gold, and timber, raw materials in their primary form. Today, Ghana produces cocoa, gold, and timber has been replaced by oil, which is also in its raw form. We cannot really modernize, we cannot really meet the needs of our people, and certainly we cannot create jobs without transforming this economy. And the pillars on which the 24-hour program rests is a transformation and modernization of agriculture as a basis for producing enough food for food security, producing raw materials for industry, and also producing the requisite jobs that allow us to progress and achieve inclusive growth and affordable incomes within the economy. It's also modeled on creating a strong supply chain and markets efficiency to support an industrializing economy, and also creating a strong human capital development base that has facility and fluency in operating the new economy, particularly in the digital economy. So there's several components, and the most important sub-programs are Grow 24, which is about crop production in strategic value chains, Make 24, which is about producing finished goods such as pharmaceuticals, which is priority, textiles, machinery and technology, and food and beverages. So that Ghana then becomes an important locus and arena for production, servicing our own market and servicing the West African and African market. And it's it's both an import substitution strategy and an export-driven strategy.
So India and Hyderabad, where the pharmaceutical industry is thriving and there is a huge global connect. How do Indian pharmaceutical companies take advantage of your new strategy in pharmaceuticals?
Okay, the current value of the pharmaceutical market in Ghana is about $600 million. By 2030, it will grow by almost half to about $900 million to $1 billion. The opportunity is now. And we see that most of our generics are imported from India. So why not introduce the Indian companies not only to the Ghana market through imports, but through manufacturing, and then take advantage of the market that I've described to you, the ECOWAS market and the African Free Trade Area. And of course, the incentive regime has changed. It's become more positive. The macro environment, which is a major enabler, has changed. Ghana's inflation rate is now 3.4%. It has achieved debt sustainability. Its exchange rate has strengthened. I think it's strengthened by almost 40% against the US dollar. So the macro environment is stable, and therefore anybody invests can protect their investment in going forward. And also there's a young population of able, skilled personnel. And even if there isn't the skills, we have made it deliberate as part of our Legon Pharmaceutical and Innovation Park, working with the University of Ghana as a center of excellence, to train the pipeline of talent that is required to meet the aspirations of a growing pharmaceutical industry. So the different components and elements, regulation, incentives, skill sets, and market is available for any serious entrepreneur to take advantage of, and using Ghana as a gateway to this market that I mentioned.
So you spent a few days in India already,
Yes.
and you had a number of discussions. Is it possible to kind of hint how positive or how useful these discussions are? I mean,
Well, first of all, it's been a learning experience, and that's what we came to do, to learn. But it's also been an investment promotion exercise for our Legon Pharmaceutical Innovation Park and the Center of Excellence. And we know of India as a powerhouse. We know of Hyderabad as a powerhouse for manufacture of vaccines, biologicals, and also generics. But we've been surprised by the extraordinary magnitude and the activism of the state in enabling the private sector to thrive, to grow, and become world-class beaters. And we want to learn from this. I want to invite the industry here to also work with us to achieve the same levels of competence, industrial excellence that they've demonstrated within the African continent, which is a growing market. Would you know that by 2040, 25% of the global workforce will be in Africa? You have to take advantage of that. And we've received I must say, surprisingly very positive indications of potential engagement and collaboration. And we look forward to that. And we've also visited the state government. We were well received, apart from meeting with the private sector. And we intend to establish strong collaboration with the Telangana state government, particularly in some of the things they've done, which I find remarkable. The tech hub is astute and visionary. The support they've given to training institutes like the National Small Scale Medium is extraordinary. And these are things that we can borrow from and create that soft ecosystem that allows for capital to come in and thrive.
so do we see a return in mission from India to Ghana soon?
Definitely. I can't go into the details, but definitely.
Good.
All right.
So thanks a lot for
Thanks.
talking to
Real
us,
pleasure.
and
Thank you.
all the best for your trip.
Thank you so much.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.